Hopefully. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Apparently I had the mute button. No, my power went out for like 5 seconds or whatever, and I had to reload everything. Heard a big pop across the street. Oh, that's so good here. That's like frustratingly good here because he's going to get to play a spell with it. So we're just not going to be able to really protect this. He's just going to be able to tick up and kill this no matter what, but I think it's too hard to protect anyway, so I'm just not going to protect it. Hopefully he doesn't have an Unlastless Disintegration or anything. But I think that's about the best we can do that turn. We could have played it and like ticked it up to a 6, but between Chandra, him having multiple creatures in play, and like probably some type of burn spell or Unlastless Disintegration in hand, I feel like we just wouldn't have our Liliana. And if we do it this way, at worst case we got a removal spell out of it, and at best case, like maybe it makes him just tick up his Chandra. Definitely didn't like seeing the Chandra last turn. But maybe I played that wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to just make a 2-2, tick up Lily, leave both of them on defense. It's probably the best way to keep Liliana around for multiple turns, but just take something as simple as an Unlastless Disintegration to like completely ruin that plan, whereas an Unlastless Disintegration right now would suck. But at least I got one of his creatures off the board this way. And got to attack the Chandra for a little bit of damage. I don't even get to attack the other way. And I probably don't get to attack for multiple turns the other way. Hope I'm still connected to the internet. Yeah, so there's Unlastless Disintegration, so I'm pretty happy with the choice we made then. Oh, and he gets to tick up again? Anytime people play Chandra and get to tick it up for mana producer turn after turn, you're in rough shape. Like, that automatically just puts you in the roughest of shapes. Alright, I'm going to attack Chandra here. I think there's a good chance he'll block. Oh. Never mind, he didn't block. Interesting. Well then. I look foolish, don't I? I guess I just look foolish. I was thinking he would protect the Chandra. Now I'm just going to take like 5 or 6 damage. This thing's not going to die. Everything's just going bad here. Yeah, the game's pretty much over now. Yeah, maybe a commit does something. But probably not, because he gets to draw it back. This game's just over. This card alone almost kills me. Like we're just dead on board. We don't have any outs, really. Shoots this, attacks us for 5. I don't know. I don't like how I played that game, but I also don't think I had an out if I played it better. I think we were just dead once he got to tick up on Chandra, not once but twice. I actually think Chandra's terrible in this format. But that's the time that it's good, when it is a mana producer and something you have to kill. So I definitely want those. I definitely want those. I actually think I want this, but I'm not sure. Cards that are bad in my opinion. Don't know what to take out for the last card. This is what I normally cut. I think I'm just not going to play the Golden Demise on the play. We're going to hope to get by with our 1,000,002 drops. Yeah, I'm never bringing into Bloodfast. If you're bringing into Bloodfast, you're just wrong. There's no argument. Bringing into Bloodfast is absolutely wrong. Definitely don't want to bring in Glimmer versus an aggro deck. The Loud Pop was the breaker across the street. It just like blew a fuse or something. I don't know. But definitely never bring in Bloodfast here. Bloodfast is only good when you have Scarab God. When you have Scarab God, you win the majority of those games regardless. I definitely don't think Logodope's trolling. He's told me how good that card is in these matches before, which blows my mind how he ever wins with his sideboarding plans. Blows my mind, Locodope. Well, that's not a good sign. We brought in, we have like 7 good 2-drops. We do not have any good 2-drops in this hand. Bad times. We have like 11 cards we want to draw. Just didn't draw any of them. Do have double Vraska's Contempt though, so like maybe if this hand's bad enough, it's okay. We'll literally counterspell anything I can counterspell at this point. Wrecked. 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 So hard wrecked. We're at 11 and they've not even had a particularly good draw. Is this the Magic Chandra tick up? It is not the Magic Chandra tick up. Rip. We dead, fam. Oh, he's exerting? Yeah, we're still dead, but we're less dead. We're less dead. Could have maybe the Scarab got that turn. If he didn't have an Unlicensed Disintegration, we could have had enough. I am hoping to play the game day at page 3. Okay, we just don't have an out. We just got absolutely smashed by a red deck that had reasonable draws. I'm hoping to do a store championship at page 3 on Friday, a store championship at Cavalier on Saturday, potentially a store championship at Paint and Play on Saturday, and then the PPTQ at Cav on Sunday, then hopefully the store championship at Hobgoblin on Sunday night. Obviously can't do the Hobgoblin event if I top 8 the PPTQ, and if I win any of the first store championship I win, if any, would immediately cancel all the other store championships because I only want one playmat. I collect playmats, so I'll try pretty hard to win a playmat. I'll actually try harder to win the playmat than I will to win the PPTQ. I'm just obsessed with playmats. I like playmats way, way too much. I think I like playmats so much because I can't actually afford actual art. So, like, it's the only thing I can afford that's art-like. I ordered the second playmat I ever bought with cash was this week. Let's see if I can pull up a picture of it. It's the second playmat that I've ever actually bought with cash. Technically, I didn't buy it with cash. It was free with eBay bucks. A signed original Art Icy. I don't care so much about playing with them. I like them. I want to frame them. And like I said, I can't actually afford prints. I can't actually afford prints and actual real art, you know, to like hang on the walls. So like, these are the things I can afford and put on the wall. The only other one that I've ever spent what the hell? Why did all my screens disappear? The only other thing that I've ever spent cash on playmat wise is I bought a Star Wars playmat once. Trying to load everything back up how it belongs. Guess I'm supposed to attack here? He has to trade both of these for one if he wants to block, and I'm fine with that. Could have also used Field of Rune and not let him block at all, but... Also, I shouldn't have played the land pre-combat, or pre-whatever you want to call this. I just shouldn't have played a land yet. Playing a land was bad. Alright, so I have no idea what's in opponent's hand. Maybe they F6'd their turn. Oh yeah, apparently he F6'd his turn because he immediately taps what? When you semi-retire this year? Probably like Pikeville, Kentucky. I hear the best Magic player in the world lives there. No, in all reality, I don't actually know the answer to that question because, like, so many of the quality Magic players, I'm fine with that, have, like, moved on and stuff. You know, like, I don't know if they actually show up to, like, local events and things. I honestly don't have the answer to that. Like, there was tons of pros that come out of, like, Madison, and you hear about Madison a lot, but, like, I don't know if those people still just show up and play events or anything. Same thing with, like, Roanoke. Like, obviously, like, Brad, BBD, Corey, you know, tons of great players are there. But are they players that you're going to see if you go to a PPTQ, if you go to a Friday Night Magic, if you go to a Winterbox? I don't know. Like, I don't know what people do in terms of that. Oh, shit. Sorry about that. Apologize. I just have no idea. Alright, so what were we playing versus? We're playing versus some kind of Bant thing. I have no idea what type of Bant thing that we're playing versus, but I guess negates can't be that bad versus any of them. Logic. Really just don't know what we're playing versus, so. Maybe they're playing like a bunch of cats and stuff? It didn't show me anything to fatal push. Solved. It just basically took cards in and out at random. Hey, AZ. We'll keep this hand. I imagine places like New York have to have a good quality. I know they have rather large events and pretty often events in like the tri-state area in Tennessee. I just don't know. I really wish I had any idea the answer to that question. I do not, though. There's people hooting and hollering outside my house. Boom. Get Seeker Squired. Hey, we hit a land out of it. That card was sweet. It was 1-2 draw land. Our opponent's playing some kind of ramp deck then. Bant. Maybe it's Bant Approach. I wonder if it's just Bant Approach. Why do you get to retire so early? That's not fair. I'm going to have to work forever. I don't ever get to retire. It's BS. You're a scientist. You're supposed to be curing cancer, Mr. Johnson. Yes, I'm doing this in not proper order, but hey, it is blue-white approach. A boom. It's blue-white approach with some weird cards in it. He also discarded an approach, but let's completely ignore that. Put one of his approaches near the bottom of his deck. If he only has two, like, could be difficult for him. Hey, Donkey, what's up, man? You still gifting folks to death? So he gets to buy his champion back next turn? Well, that's fun. I guess I'll keep that. Boom. Proper saving from 20 to 26. I thought I did proper saving in about that time frame, but here I am almost 40 and going broke, so. Guess I'm supposed to cycle this. You probably make a lot more money than I've ever made, though. Boom. Our opponent has a lot of lands in play. At some point I'm going to have to kill that arc, but that's kind of like future problem. And right now we have current problems to think about. And by current problems, I mean we got to start thinking about how we're going to sideboard for the third game. Boom. I definitely don't want either of them. Kinda don't want any of them. I think I'm just going to Gear Hulk my Glimmer. Sooner or later we'll find the card we want, right? It's just the law. Sooner or later we will discover a card we want. If he uses the Arc, I'm probably just going to kill it, I guess. He did not use the Arc. We're not in very good shape right now, are we? So we can bring all of the things that attack in. This Duress, these Doomfalls, and these in. So basically we're going to bring like 8 more cards in for game 3. Was this a cat? No, it's that. That's a weird card to have in the sideboard as well, I think. You might blow the Scavenging Grounds when we drop the Torrential Gear Hulk. Can't imagine that being very good. Assume he's sacking this? Three-mana negate that untaps may be good. That's one that makes sense being good. I attack you. Okay. I don't actually want to use this Fielder Rune too bad because we know we put an Approach near the bottom of his deck. Is that just wrong? Got a bunch of bad cards in our hand, though. You can get out of here. And you can get out of here. I assume at some point they're going to cast a Fumigate, and that's okay. Oh, look, it's another cast out. I didn't want the first one. What am I supposed to do with the second one? I don't want the first one. Tapped a whole lot of mana. Is it just like a Walking Ballista or something crazy? It is a Walking Ballista. Hey, thank you. Well, I guess he can use the Scavenging Grounds, but... Boom. Our opponent just seems to not be doing anything ever. It's fine. Don't care if you kill it. It was not very good right here. This is the fourth game, technically. There's nothing in our graveyard that we want to buy back right now, so I don't think we killed a ground yet. Nice sour promise, brah. Just I don't think the scavenging grounds actually does anything. We have no cards in our graveyard. Bloodfest? One time? Not a Bloodfest. Kind of a good card here, though. Guess we're just going to pass. Wish I could cycle these cast outs. That would be sweet. This is another just giant walking ballista. That's unfortunate. Opponent's deck is like real weird. It's kind of like ban approach with a bunch of bad cards in it. And none of these bad cards seem like they've did anything. Like the Walking Ballista and the Sunscorch and stuff like that, just none of them seem like they've done anything at all. You could just like play one Wrath and do everything that they've did. Standard always has some of those decks. It's going okay. Lemonin Man? It's going okay. Things could be worse. Don't tell me you hit another one of them. Oh no, you just hit the approach this time. That's fine. So we have like 2 turns to find a negate. So we have basically 2 turns to find a negate. We are 30 cards deep in their deck though, so technically 31 because we double scribed to the bottom with the Glimmer. So it's 5 cards down, so all he has to do is reveal it himself and he draws it the following turn. So 1 time negate. Close enough, I guess. Still playing. Yes. If he has a lot of things, he can just get it back though, right? Staying alive, staying alive. You're kind of good. You also don't do anything right now. Guess I want to flash in the Gear Hulk. And do blocky things. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Hopefully we'll hit some counter spells, but... Boom. Hey, we hit a lot of counter spells. The dream's alive, folks. Ooh, that's a good one too, I guess. I'm gonna start with this thing. Your sad face emote. Yeah, well, we get to keep playing Magic at least. I'm gonna go ahead and attack here because there's just a good chance that he's got some kind of Wrath effect anyway. I don't care if he double blocks. The gates are pretty much saved for exactly approaches. I am definitely going to page 3 tomorrow because I think page 3 is an easier field. Yeah, Joe. Can't help the pairings. I think Hobgoblin's better than page 3. Well, like, Hobgoblin has more players than page 3. So if you're rating everybody versus everybody, then clearly like page 3 is better. But if you're including just the top end players, I think Hobgoblin's better. Is this just an approach? Or is it a giant walking ballista? Giant walking ballistas are what I'm afraid of. There's like one more commit in our deck. Just gonna take it. I want to flip the blood fast anyway, I think. Still just die to walking ballista though. Guess I could have chump blocked so walking ballista didn't kill me. But I'm pretty sure I'm just basically dead to walking ballista anyway. Yes. Yes, they are. It may not be. Have no idea. Definitely giving it a try though. Actually going to sideboard differently this game. I don't think I need to cast or to Jace's defeat. I don't know what the blue cards in his deck are actually for. He never did show us anything. Certainly don't need Essence Scatters anymore. We don't need the Contempts anymore. Probably want both Ballistas. We can probably get him low enough that Ballista's good. I think Dragon Shields is the best sleeve on the market currently. I agree with Joe. In fact, I think Dragon Shields are the only playable sleeve, or the only reasonable sleeve on the market at the moment. Yeah, I think Seeker Squire's fine. I don't think it's great, but I think it's fine. I think it's so fine we're going to side it out. Alright, definitely keeping this hand. A turn 2 Glint with a draw. We're just going to try to be aggressive. Old Formula KMCs were the best sleeves ever made, but they don't make them anymore. If you just want one event and you're willing to throw your sleeves out away after one event, Eclipse is probably the best. Rip. Well, our percentage to win this game went way down. I'm a pretty big fan of Walking Ballistas. I think almost every deck needs Walking Ballista. It may be the best creature in Standard. Unfortunate. Can fix our mana up to field a rune a little bit, though. Hey, Dumbo, what's up? Not a lot, just getting browned. Well, not just yourself, right, James? You don't drive. Your girlfriend's going to take you, right? Like, for example, I'm pretty excited to have this Walking Ballista in this hand. We're just going to lose the Fumigate real hard. JK. Don't care about Fumigate. Ooh, cool. We got a glint in our graveyard to buy back. Would like to find... would really like to find... Need a blue mana and we need to hit a negate. But I assume he's going to Fumigate or Hour of Promise or something this turn. Or he's going to like do this and Fumigate next turn. I don't know. Well, we don't have the mana, so... Big attacks. That's what we get. A boom. You can just like not drink caffeine, right? No Fumigate one time? Sweet, he didn't tap double blue. So as long as we draw a negate for the settle, he won't even have an out. Rip. Opponent flooded pretty badly there. I guess we would have got to see 2 more cards. Boom. I think those 2 cards are good enough if we're just trying to beat settle. I'm about an hour from Cav. I don't know what he is. Alright. So we lost to the real player in the real deck, and then because of a bug and a flood, we got past the weird Ban approach deck. Well, maybe that's not a weird anymore. Maybe that's just normal now. I assure you, I've not kept up to date on Ban approach matches. I'm about an hour from it. Wish Cav would relocate, but like Cav's kind of a store that I'm not a big fan of either, so I wish Hobgoblin would relocate. I like Hobgoblin. I don't know, the red match we got absolutely slaughtered by, like it wasn't close to close. Wasn't close to close. The red deck beat the living crap out of us. We sideboarded in 4 Efferborns, 2 Doomfalls, and the Gold. No, we didn't bring in the Golden Demise. I don't think we were on to play, and we still just like lost very easily to it. Well, this hand's pretty good. Oh gosh, that deck's gonna be a hard out. Is that what they call it? A hard out when it's a hard deck to beat? Do have double Essence Scatter, so that's something. Alright. Opponent just decided to not... Okay, there it goes. I was gonna say, did he just decide not to pass his turn? We do have the fabled turn 2 glint with double energy though. What is Booty Boy? You talking about Kite Scale Freebooter? That card is stone unplayable. That card should not be played in any deck like this. Oh, I hope that's not what you're talking about. I have Seeker and Ballista. Yeah, don't care a whole lot about that. It takes up his entire turn. If that's his best play, I feel like we're in good shape, especially if he's missing the land. Oh, cool. We missed the land. So we're ready to party, ain't we? You like our opponent a lot? Yeah. I do too. I think we're far enough ahead on board that I'm not going to worry about drawing next turn. I'm just going to slam the Glint and hold up the Essence Scatter and the Fatal Push. Hey, Z-Magic, thank you for the big host, man. Highly appreciate it. But because they play Blossoming Defense, we're going to do this. Hope your streams have been going well. It's not so much that it sucks, it's just that it feels like very redundant. It's like a lot worse than Gitaxian Probe. Gitaxian Probe is free, look at your opponent's hand. That's 2 mana. You know, look at your opponent's hand. Everybody lives about an hour from Cav. It's just the rules. They definitely do. Probably just slamming Gonti next turn. Actually, that's probably bad. I'm probably just slamming Glint and holding up another Essence Scatter. Gotta bury our opponent while we can. %100% Essence Scattering if he replays that Greenbelt Rampager. I guess we could have Essence Scattered the first one and kept him off an energy. Oh, he's lagging a bit, sure. He's not thinking, he's just lagging. He's not casting it a second time, so he definitely has Blossoming Defense then, I guess. Find that super weird, I don't know why. Oh, well that's unfortunate. Boom. You know what would have been nice this turn? A land. He's doing something cool. He's doing a thing now where he's like giving you a point system, and the points can let you like qualify for a win-a-box or something. Alright, we've taken enough damage. Nice. What fun that card is. Just playing this one. Could be wrong. Maybe I'm supposed to play the Champion of Wits there. Hey, Max. How are things going? Probably supposed to just play the champion there. Because if I play the champion there and I draw into a land, I can have to commit in a land for a following turn. Yeah, I actually thought about going there. If it wasn't, if our Friday Night Magic wasn't a friggin' store championship. And by the way, I don't think it should be. I think it's a pretty large mistake that it is. Then I would probably go to it. But I'm committed to try to win a playmat. Because playmats are the coolest mats. Alright, well, I guess I'm just holding up this thing. If opponent can't ever draw a spell, he can't ever win, right? We can't even use this to fix our mana because we can't target our own things. Alright, sure. I think a lot of people at my local store are going to make one, and it confuses me why. Considering all of those people are already staunch EDH players. They're like already like infinite EDH players. I don't see the benefit of it. I don't see the benefit of a lot of things, guys. Like, I'm kind of rude. I don't see the benefit of a lot of things. Anyway, I want most of, if not all of these, and most of, if not all of these. I think Tiny Leader's an actual real format. Dumbo, 2/3 blocks better than a 1/1, and just sometimes getting to draw a land's pretty nice. It's probably I don't think it is better. We're just testing it because Simon played it. I assume that if I want a 2-mana black creature, that I just want Dusky Boy. I'm just not 100% sure. This card has to be, like, not its best here, right? So I just want to take out, like, these and these. Huh. Why not Bellist? I'm not sure what that is. You're saying, why am I not sideboarding it out? I may be sideboarding it out. I'm still looking at the sideboard. I don't think I'm sideboarding it out, though. Like, it's pretty good versus his 8 things that have Explore, right? So play 2 mana cost spells. I think I like Ballista. But we're already playing Ballista. You're saying, why shouldn't we just play more Ballistas? Ballistas can never draw a card, right? Looks like we're mulliganing this one. This is the match that Matt loses to all the time, right? Goodbye, hand. Alright, we're keeping this one. We're keeping a land. This is not an easy match. Boom. Foil. Definitely killing that. Goodbye, all of our precious energy. We will miss you. Walking Ballista. Yeah, no. The new errata on Walking Ballista says every time you deal damage with it, you get to draw a card. It's pretty sweet. I recommend playing it if you can. Wah, 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 wah. Goodbye, Gifted Everborn. We will miss you. Makes it harder for him to play Galta, but he might have sideboarded some out. Yeah. If I'm keeping one, probably shouldn't. I probably should have just kept both basics. So there's 5 cards in his hand. Why did he pay a point of life for that? I guess he's got a 1-drop too? Or is he wanting to hold up? I don't know why he tapped this. I am confused. I think you kill everything you can because of Galta. Like, ugh. And using your removal spells when you on curve seems pretty relevant too because of things like Shaper Sanctuary. Kind of just want to put that back in his library. It's probably wrong. Everything I do is always probably wrong. Guess I don't care about that card a whole lot. And with these Kenras, it's really hard to make your champions trade with anything. Well, guess I'm attacking this turn. Guess I'm not attacking this turn. He's drawing a Kenra next turn, so if he misses the land drop this turn, it makes it hard for him to attack unless he wants to throw away the Blossoming Defense. Yeah. Alright, so we know he's drawing a Kenra next turn. Is my hand bad enough that I'm supposed to use the commit memory now? Kinda feels like it is. Also feels like we just lose if we do that. Whereas how the board sets right now, it feels like we can draw a Scarab God and still win. We'll chump block if he sends this, but he's probably not sending this. I assumed he would just send this for 6. He chose not to send that for 6. Alright. Well, Thank you for my 4/4. Guess I have to play my land first, right? Boom. Yeah, I thought he would just crew here and then pump this and swing 6 in the air, but stuffs and things. I still don't think I can win this game. I think I'm super far behind. He's got another Kendra in his graveyard already, so that means he could just attack us for 8 with the heart next turn. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the commit because I can commit the heart when it's not a creature. Yeah, that's probably better than keeping the contempt. Keeping the contempt is probably just straight wrong. He's got a blossoming defense too. Yeah, keeping this contempt was just very, very, very wrong. Yeah, like I said, it was a big play mistake. The Scarab God, do you do anything now, or are you too late? I think you're too late. I think the Scarab God's just too late. He's got a blossoming defense in his hand as well. I should have kept the contempt, but he would have still got to draw 2 cards. Because I don't think he's going to be down without creatures the rest of this game. He drew a second Hashtag Oasis. He can actually kill me in just 2 attacks then with Blossoming Defense mana up. Yeah, he can kill me in just 2 attacks with Blossoming Defense mana up. I actually just don't think we have an out. Well, that card kind of does something. Alright. I guess that card does something. It lets him draw 4 cards is what it does. That card lets him draw 4 cards, but we're not dead. Not being dead's better than being dead, I promise. Could just take 4 and like Vraska's Contempt my own Seeker Squire. It doesn't seem like it does anything. Alright, enjoy your 4 cards, brah. Oh god. Hey. Don't have another? If only we'd kept Contempt, it wouldn't have changed anything. Woo! Sweet! We're not dead. Still alive, friends. He only drew 5 cards that turn. I don't know what you guys think, but that ain't shit. That ain't shit. We got this. JK, we don't have this. I was wrong. We really don't have this. I was super wrong. I choose you. Maybe we can put a Gearhulk in our graveyard? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. You don't do anything. Alright. None of you do anything. Not even going to make him do it. I hear a bunch of equipment's really good versus this deck. It can't be good enough to have negate here, can it? Not sure if this card does anything. Negate just seems so bad. Alright, this hand's fine. I said equipment, but sure. You guys know what I meant. Vehicles, equipment, they're the same thing. Actually, I guess vehicles are worse than equipment, but our budget equipment, how about that? Just realized I have no idea where my cell phone is. Silent Gravestone. Rip. That's unfortunate. Sure. I mean, we've only got one push, and I'm certainly using it on that. Rip. Do we have mana problems all 3 games? Why? Oh, by the way, thanks, let the Wookiee win for the follow. I think you pretty much have to. I think you have to push the Ballista because the best draw in our deck's Glint, and Glint's kind of worthless if we don't kill the Ballista, and the Ballista can just win by itself. I think, Joe, I think you highly underestimate how good Ballista is. Because you were like saying it shouldn't even be in the deck anymore earlier. I think this is the best card in their deck. I would rather it be off the table than anything else. Like, all I want to do right now is draw a Glint. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to win the game if I don't draw a I don't even think a 4th land does a whole lot. Like our Gearhulk's already turned off, our Scarab God's already turned off. Fourth lane doesn't feel to me like it does much at all. I think we're just dead. I think we're at 0 outs now. I want his Merfolk. Especially don't want him to draw it. I guess Blossoming Defense is the best one of these. And Rishkar's probably better than it, I guess. So don't think he's blocking. He's got a Galta to play. He's got a Blossoming Defense to go with that Galta, we just lose. Whenever he takes the time to cast it. Alright, don't care about that too much. But if he's got a Blossoming Defense, like I said, we just lose. Oh, he's got that too? Rip. He gets to draw a card? Alright, need an untap land. That's not an untap land at all. Sure would be nice to draw lands. Now, I wasn't concerned about blocking because I was hoping to get the land for the Rishkar. Like really far behind now. Oh, look, he found one too. It's not very good versus Death Touchers, but it is whatever it is. You're not a land. Maybe this stops him from attacking. Who knows? I have a 3/4 lifelinker now. Probably doesn't. I've been focused on the Scarab God in my hand that doesn't even do anything. I guess it does some things with the commit in their hand as well, but it doesn't do a lot of things. Whatever he attacks with right here, with the Oasis, probably the Rishkar just walks in front of. Oh, hello, I'm Mr. Rishkar. Put me in your graveyard, buddy. Damn it. Why? Why is it so hard to get land? It's like turn 8. Why is it so hard to get land? I think we're okay if we just draw like basic island. Maybe. If he doesn't get a Galta this turn or something. Or have a blossoming defense. I guess a blossoming defense wouldn't be the end of the world. Hey, sweet, what's up? Sure. Well, let's see if he's got a defense. He does not. We're still alive. And being still alive is better than being dead. Boom. Would you like the double block, my friend? Didn't think so. Against a Galta, we're still just in bad shape. That's a good one. Alright, Red Rover, send us on over a blue land. Blue land would have gave us Siphoner mana, at least. So, you're right. Well, I mean, we could have played it and then had the blue land, so. You're not wrong. How are we still in this game? How are we arguably ahead in this game? Am I allowed to attack with both of these now? Yeah, I could have Siphonered and then played that, but I figured I needed this land later for a blue mana. I can just attack with both now, right? Sure. That's a good one. And that's the great one. We're about one turn off from having a great chance. About one turn off. Now we're in really bad shape again. That's still not a land. These never drawing of lands are tilting me. It's just turn 11. Why would I expect to have a fifth land? I have to block with the Gifted Everborn if he sends Carney. I can't keep it. I have to have lands. I feel. Huh. Now he's letting me fix my mana? Can't do anything with 6 mana really though. I guess we could commit this, but I'm not sure committing that's even that good. And if he's got a Blossoming Defense, it's like actively bad. I don't know what playing a Gearhulk does here either, though. I guess we'll see if he has the defense. Alright, well he didn't have the defense. That card's great. Still think I counterspell it. I probably don't counterspell it. Doesn't really do anything, does it? Like that thing still just dies to the Gifted Everborn, so doesn't really change anything. So what can we do? This thing's hitting for 9. I could think about that. We'd still be at 3. I guess a lot of attacks that kill us on the next turn. I guess I'd rather just get rid of Carnage Tyrant while I can. Question is, do I care about killing the Renegade? Probably fine killing it. We still have the biggest creature in play, which feels okay. We're going to commit the Harvester again this turn, so. And then slam Scarab the turn after. If we draw an untapped land, we won't slam Scarab. We'll hold up Gearhulk for whatever in the hell he plays. Because I'm afraid of dying to the other thing. Feel monstrously ahead now. So he's going to play a Harvester next turn. He can bring the 4/4 back this turn if he wants as well. There's like some chance that he will. I don't think it does anything. I mean, I didn't die to anything that turn, but I could have died to something the turn after while our Gifted Everborn still had Summoning Sickness. Was my fault. I just didn't want this on the table. Like, we set up, we know what his next two draws are if we do this, and we know that, like, both of those draws are kind of useless and don't do anything. So, like, we know he drew another thing this turn. Even if he attacks for 5, it's just not enough. We know the card in his hand. Yeah, we know the card in his hand. It just doesn't do anything. He's dead on board by a lot. And we could kill it if we felt like it. He can probably concede now. So he's going to be at 7. He's able to block 1. He's like just a lot more than dead. So we'll go through the motions, but... You just kind of we kind of locked him out if we do that. Like, we guarantee his next 2 draws, and we know we can't lose to those 2 draws. Because we put a terrible card right behind the Harvester. There's like no chance for him to like backdoor into like some kind of Carnage Tyrant crap if he just gets 2 terrible draws in a row. Not that I think there was much chance of that anyway, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't think about it enough. Maybe this is why I don't win with this deck. Moving on up. 44 viewers. Oh, I forgot that Z Magic hosted, yeah. Big shout out to Z. I guess we keep this hand. It seems pretty bad, especially on the draw, but... We have this thing and this thing. Maybe that's enough. I don't know. Seems like this is a keep. By the way, any of you here from Z Magic stream, keep in mind that I stream 365 days out of the year and I stream primarily standard. If you look below the stream, you can find links to both my YouTube, or you can find almost all of our past streams. There'll be 4 videos going up on YouTube later tonight. And my Twitter, where you can see every time we go live and all the deck lists we play. Advertising. Click follow. Following things is fun. Being a follower is what everybody wants you to do in this world. Follower. 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 We drew a 2-drop. I don't see people clicking follow. It's rude. I even advertised. I gave you guys my spiel. So if this is the approach decks, our hand's pretty miserable. If it's the token decks, we've cut down to 1 Golden Demise in our sideboard, and our hand's okay. It's not good. It's fine. Boom. I'm not as pretty as Joe. Or I'm not as pretty as Matt, Mr. Joe. Or the Joe. Law to Joe. I'm just going to call you Joe. I'm going to assume you're a male. Even though I'm not supposed to assume gender. But considering I've been calling you Joe for 3 months, I'm just going to keep going with it. Could make him pay 8 life. Block he's going to pay for, and response ping he's going to pay for. That's always fun. I think we can get better out of it than that. And that's more fun. I don't know why I didn't cast the other land. Also don't think it matters in the least, but... Boom. Ooh, you might do something this game. Keep the filter rune in case he flips a Legion's Landing. Which we don't plan on letting him flip this turn, but who knows. He could play like white mana Legion Landing plus have Pride. I guess that would flip it. And not something we can really play around either. How many hurdles am I supposed to jump through to try to kill this? Maybe none? Maybe just blocking here is fine. Rip. Get got, pal. Looking for love and all. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these matches are just terrible. Boom, 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 boom. Guess we're taking this damage again. You're our only hope, Scarab 1 Kenobi. Yeah, well, the board's fairly clear, I guess. Nice. Board locked up. Don't know if I'm going to need to play the Contempt this turn, so choosing to not do anything with the Scarab as of yet. He could still just be like the green build with like a bad draw, so like there's some chance that he just untaps and plays a pill and I would have needed to contempt. Boom. I think I want you in the graveyard for sure. Sure, you're able to go to the graveyard as well? Think I can attack with this one now? And similarly, I'm leaving up to contempt this turn for the exact same reasons I did last turn. The opponent doesn't know any of the cards in their hand. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend. Don't need either of those. Still going to leave some blockers back, but we're going to send a lot this time. Alright, I have no idea whether he's mono white get you. Normally when I see a Dorn Pouncer, I assume he's just green white with a bad draw. But he could be some kind of like weird build of mono white. Could be like the Anointed Procession bigger build. Either way, I definitely want this thing. And I definitely want all of our bros. Think I probably want these cards as well. Potentially this card, but we're going to think about this card for a minute. Let's see what all we're taking out more than anything. Champions are probably not great here. Scatters are probably not great here. Lilianas are probably not great here. Seem to take out the Lilianas and the at least some numbers of champion versus like a lot of slower decks. Or sorry, faster decks. What else would I take out? Maybe a couple contempts, though. I do think contempts are okay in this match. Just don't know if you want to draw a lot. Do I want you? You're good versus a Dorn Pouncer, and that's roughly it. Also, Resilient Kenra after playing that build. Probably not. Probably don't want that. We have a bunch of 2-drops to try to block with now. We do not have a bunch of mana. Goodbye, hand. We will miss you. No, you're fine. I guess I don't want you. Not with the Seeker Squire and a champion. It's probably not great, but it's probably better than the things that we have option-wise. Like, it's not great, but it can. They are on the green. But like, most of these cards are just bad here. Like, it's a similar vein. Maybe it's a little bit better than champion, but could be a little better than champion, or a little worse than champion, maybe. Just getting to draw with it's fine though. Am I supposed to hold up negate for a Saram? Or am I supposed to just jam champion? Probably supposed to just jam champion, right? I'm not going to. I put in a negate. I want to counter something with my negate. My lovely plan. Nothing else I can cycle to fetid pulls. Okay, it looks like I made a terrible play. JK. Boom. What? What? Still casting this. Lands everywhere. Teach our opponent a lesson. This card's aggravating. Maybe we need more contempts. Kind of hope opponent just does something like Saram's expertise into Servo Expedition here. Like, play out that hoe board. I dare you. Cast every card in your hand this turn. Step 1. I like how we draw the Golden Demise the turn after we make the negate play. There's only one Golden Demise in the deck though, so. Oh sweet. We're going to get value out of it anyway. He doesn't have anything else? Well, that's sweet. Could just be an appeal, I guess. Well, this thing's dying next turn regardless, so seems like an easy block. Boom. I should have attacked. That was a play mistake. This attack was free. There was no reason not to attack. That was just bad of me. Just very bad of me. If I lose this game by 1 point of damage, I'll flog myself, but like, it was still pretty bad of me. But we know he doesn't have a spell in his hand that makes tokens. But he could have a cast out. Just had an appeal. Still think that's worth it. What do we have in our graveyard? Got some stuff, some things. I think I'm gonna hold up the Gear Hulk. He's got a lot of token producers. Wait, Andy sent me a message? It's Inboss Andy. Let me move that off the screen real quick. You guys can't see what Inboss Andy wants to talk to me. We have nothing in our graveyard of value. Maybe I was just supposed to play the Scarab God. I feel like I made a mistake not playing the Scarab God. And I feel like I deservedly should be punished. I'm also really afraid of just dying to this Effort Spear Harvester now.